Greetings to everyone present. We are Group 7 of Section C of IMI New Delhi, and we are here to present our take on innovation audit. Innovation audit can be defined as a tool which is used to reflect on how innovation is managed in a firm. There are various tools and frameworks for audit innovation management which tell us about concept generation, product development, process innovation, technology acquisition, etc. The frameworks examples are Inventory for Organization Innovativeness, Pentathlon Framework, etc. Innovation audit framework is an in-depth analysis of different aspects of an organization's capabilities, processes, key performance indicators, strengths, and weaknesses. It is portrayed as a triple axis framework or in some cases as a cuboid. The purpose is to establish a full-fledged and a holistic idea about a company and how the constant evolution of innovation has helped companies to reach where it is today. Talking about the nature of innovation, the first one is disruptive innovation, which refers to the type of innovation that transforms expensive or highly sophisticated products or services, which was previously available to high-end or highly skilled segment of consumers, to those products and services which are now more affordable and accessible to a broader range of population. Sustaining innovation, also known as routine innovation, refers to that type which happens on an incremental basis, usually in response to market demands or technological improvements. It represents a significant step forward which sets a product or service far ahead of the competition. The next one is efficiency innovation, which assumes a form of process improvement or a more efficient business model. It enables the businesses to simplify their existing process, to produce the products or services at lower cost and make them available for the consumers at lower prices. Talking about locus of innovation, there are 4 different types. Smaller groups, it tells us that large companies are nowadays delegating more of their resources and work to smaller organizations. The next one is business ecosystem. The network that the businesses are involved in the distribution of product, a particular product or service includes manufacturers, distributors, consumers, etc. Project, it encourages people to think differently and creatively about how they can use their resources and the environment to the best of their capabilities. Organization, organizational innovation entails the introduction of a new methodology for distributing responsibilities and decision-making power. Talking about types of innovation, the first one is marketing or branding, which tells us the way in which different products or services are offered. Chunk of it has shifted to social media nowadays. Product innovation tells us about the values, features, traits, quality, etc., as well as new addition or new features over the years of evolution. Service innovation is a service product or service process which is based on some technology or systematic method. Customer channels mainly relate to the understanding of consumers and their deep-seated desires to create meaningful interactions between them and the business. Process innovation is the introduction of new technology or method for doing something that helps an organization remain competitive and meet the consumer demands. Talking about business profit model, in this model, companies try to figure out how to charge more for their offerings than what the competitors already do. Management structure innovations are focused on organizing companies' assets, whether hard, human, or intangible. Technological innovation is the successful implementation of a technical idea which is new to the institution. And lastly, networks or open innovation is a paradigm that infers that global firms can use external ideas also apart from internal ideas to advance their technology or create solutions. The company that we have chosen was incorporated by Jeff Bezos in 1994 in Seattle, Washington, known as Amazon.com, the online retailer, manufacturer of electronic books and web services provider, which became the iconic example of electronic commerce. Amazon.com is a vast internet-based enterprise that sells books, music, movies, houseware, electronics, toys, and many other goods, either directly or as a middleman between other retailers and Amazon's millions of customers. In this video, we'll be doing the innovation audit of Amazon by assessing few of its important businesses, such as Amazon Web Service, Retail, Prime, Alexa, Logistics, Basics, Echo, and Kindle. In the next part, we'll see where these business ideas fit in the innovation audit cuboid.
Next, we talk about Amazon Retail. Amazon Retail accounts nearly half of its revenue for its parent company, Amazon. It made it skyrocket from a position of 157 in a fiscal year 2006 to position number 6 in fiscal year 2016, majorly because of its revenue increase, nearly approximately to $100 billion. It started off in 1994 with an online marketplace for the books, but now has expanded to electronics, software, apparel, toys, food, etc. They entirely transformed the way the whole marketplace was accessed. Earlier, a small segment of people could reach out to a particular store and had to look out for the best price suited in that area. But the online marketplace created a completely new market which is now more accessible and affordable to a larger population. Amazon marked its entry with a low cost, highly accessible, customer centric product, which not only helped in making its mark but completely disrupted the whole marketplace. The locus of innovation of Amazon is a small group. Amazon drives its innovation from the top management. Top management spends most of the time contemplating about the future, which fuels to its high growth and its ability to adapt in an ever-changing environment, be it increasing the share of the third-party sellers or being more customer-centric. The type of innovation of Amazon is a technology-based online platform. If you would look on the right side of your screen, you would see that a human experience intersection with a digital tech intersection highlights the impact where the Amazon is creating. It constantly focuses on being customer centric, providing each customer a unique and a personal experience suited according to their needs and requirements. Being a service-based innovation, it has constantly designed this search engine to provide results which focuses more on customers by constantly upgrading the algorithm supporting it. Moving to the next slide.
Next, we would be talking about Amazon AWS in the innovation audit framework. It fits in the cube 3, 3, 2, where type of innovation is service innovation, where nature of innovation is efficiency innovation, and locus of innovation is business ecosystem. So first, we would be talking about nature of innovation. During the 2007-2008 global financial crisis, when many were concerned about the future of travel, hospitality, innovation in business model, customer engagement, technology emerged to create the marketplace we have today. Only 9% of the established companies emerged stronger after the Great Recession. So what did those 9% companies do differently? They reduce costs selectively by focusing more on operational efficiency than their rivals do. In this pandemic, Amazon's approach is to thrive, and in order to do so, companies are going to have to do even more with less. So AWS is an example of efficiency innovation, as it has slashed the overall infrastructure cost by 31%. It reduced the cost downtime by 94%, and it has helped boost the IT staff infrastructure and productivity by an average of 62%. Talking about the locus of innovation for AWS, AWS is a business ecosystem. It can be seen from the fact that AWS has changed the way any business operates. It has allowed business to evolve. It helps achieve strategic objectives of organization effectively, and it can be seen from the fact it helps in accelerating time to market, getting closer to your customers. It improves operational efficiencies. It strengthens partnership and increases profitability, as well as helps in reducing business risk. While talking about the type of innovation, AWS is a type of service innovation, as it has various offerings such as Amazon CloudFront, Amazon RDS, Amazon S3, Amazon EC2, etc. And talking about the intangible benefits that Amazon AWS provides are, it helps us to migrate to cloud and helps to free IT resources. It helps in modernization for rapid innovation. It helps in analyzing your data. It reinforces your security, compliance, and resiliency, empowers your team to boost speed and agility, and upskill any workforce to bridge the talent gap.
Amazon Prime, the subscription-based service that took the internet by storm. Ever since its debuted on February 2, 2005, it has changed people's perception toward online deliveries. Gone are the days when people had to wait for weeks to receive their online order. Amazon has truly changed the way we shop over the internet. But the story doesn't end here. Prime, at its launch, was already an attractive proposition. Amazon sweetened the deal by expanding this service to ad-free video streaming platform, which is Prime Video, ad-free audio streaming platform, which is Prime Music, cloud storage, and much more without charging an extra dime. It is no surprise that the numbers on Right are all-time high for Prime users. Amazon has more than 150 million users worldwide, and it keeps on exponentially increasing. Average amount spent by a Prime user in US in Q1 of 2019 was $1,400 US. According to a survey, a Prime user spends more than 4.5 times versus a non-Prime user. Analyzing the Amazon Prime on the three axes of innovation audit framework, we found out that the nature of innovation to be disruptive. It was an affordable service and was instantly made available to the masses. It completely transformed every customer's shopping experience and forced their competitors to adapt to an equivalent model to sustain in this business. Amazon Prime benefited multiple segments at once. Along with the increase in customers, Amazon witnessed an increase in number of sellers on their platform. The sellers were satisfied with a single platform providing such enormous customer traction. It is safe to say that it formed an ecosystem comprising customer, sellers, logistics, and Amazon itself. Thus, the locus of innovation lies on business ecosystem. Finally, it's a no-brainer that it is a service type of innovation. Prime was introduced as a service that met customers' long, unfulfilled need and even exceeded their expectations. It successfully personalized the customer's experience and enabled customers to do things themselves, and more importantly, it delivered a host of services in a simplified manner. The graph on the right side of your screen shows an exponential increase in Prime users since its inception, and the current COVID pandemic has further increased it many folds. Amazon has heavily invested in time and efforts on Prime, making it a huge success. There is no doubt, there is no doubt that for the foreseeable future, Prime is the future of Amazon.
Next, we are going to talk about Amazon Alexa. Alexa qualifies as a disruptive business ecosystem technological innovation. Since it has brought a paradigm shift in how humans interact with technology, essentially by creating a new kind of operating system, the three reasons that Alexa qualifies as a next-gen disruptive platform innovation are: number one, voice outperforms current technologies on all of the key elements of user experience. Number two, voice competes against non-consumption, creating access for people who cannot interact with current technologies. And number three, acceptable levels of accuracy and latency for voice AI, incorporating now increasingly complex interactions. Not only Amazon, but other technology giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft, all of them are devoting enormous amount of energy and capital in the development of voice-assisted technology and essentially prepping themselves for the upcoming voice revolution. The locus of innovation for Alexa is business ecosystem. It can be seen from the fact that Alexa has changed the way Amazon's business operates, how its customers schedule events, place orders, and control other devices and remain hooked into the system. It has not just allowed, rather pushed other businesses to evolve. Alexa is now increasingly being used to ask questions, schedule events, play music or videos, order products from Amazon, and control other smart devices, and this way increasingly becoming a part of customers' lives. Coming on to the type of innovation, so voice-enabled AI systems easily qualify to be a technological innovation, which have already started changing the way we interact with machines, control devices, and handle information. It is also expected to become the central piece for e-commerce and smart home technology. The Alexa technology has got vast applications, as also depicted by the bottom right infographic on the screen right now.
Amazon Logistics can be termed as a shipping and delivery service meant to complement the existing shipping service providers. To do so, it uses third-party logistics partners like motorcyclists or even walkers in certain areas. The company has certain rules and regulations for their third-party logistics partners, be it licensing, vehicle insurance, or safety training. Please note that these contractual people are not Amazon employees. They're logistics providers and who pick up deliveries from Amazon warehouses. They carry out the entire delivery process using Amazon technology in order to deliver the process, and as stated by the company, these third-party delivery people enjoy a flexible schedule. Please note, Amazon is now its own largest parcel carrier, with the company carrying 50% of its own shipment. Coming to the innovation audit framework, the first aspect which we consider is the nature of innovation. Amazon Logistics is considered to be a disruptive innovation as Amazon is providing new services to the same market. It is taking more and more control of how its packages are shipped to customers, with the Seattle tech giant company initially relying on partners like FedEx. It is important to note that Amazon will be able to undercut their American counterparts, UPS and FedEx rates by a whopping 33%. The locus of innovation. Here, we believe that the locus of innovation for Amazon Logistics is business ecosystem. This is due to the fact that it has completely changed the way Amazon is operating. It has allowed for not only the emergence of third-party logistics providers, but has helped Amazon itself arrange fast deliveries which it offers under its Prime membership. Lastly, the type of innovation. Under this heading, we believe that Amazon Logistics is a process innovation, as Amazon, by taking complete control of the logistics, is able to meet its goal of delivering products to its customers at a much faster rate, which it is currently offering under its Prime membership. There has also been an increase in efficiency in the delivery of its packages to its customers.
Next up, we talk about Amazon Echo and Kindle. The Echo gave birth to what has become the Alexa ecosystem, which has spawned across 4 devices and now a ton of supporting interface services that have everything from home control to smartphone. This is a product innovation that gave an interface and a hardware platform to Alexa, combining what the customers most wanted. Kindle was also a product innovation. The e-ink display on Kindle has brought about a change in how humans interact with ebooks. Kindle essentially creates a new kind of innovation which has a lot of scope in the future. The Kindle as a product has a business model advantage too. Amazon is using the over-the-top content to subsidize its hardware. Now let's talk about the nature. The architect of the disruption theory, Clayton M. Christensen, describes a process and explains how there are 2 ways to see it. The first, that incumbents move up to the market to the most profitable segments, ignoring low-end competitors at the bottom of the market. The second, the low-end competitor introduces a product with scalable technology or business model advantage at its core that has potential to displace the incumbent. Unfortunately, this story has been also widely understood, and the word disruptive has been applied too carelessly anytime a market newcomer shakes up a well-established incumbent. Now let's talk about Kindle. This is what Amazon has done with Kindle. It is now a low-end competitor to the Apple iPad. There's a scalable technology at its core that the present generation iPad lacks, the extensive use of the cloud. This is why Amazon can get away with shipping a device that is only 8 GB or 16 GB of memory, but what the business advantage or business model advantage of Kindle is also better. Echo is a smartphone. Echo is a smart home device that is picking up in a device to control everything, something that every customer is interested in. With Google also entering the market, it's leading to more competitive pricing, and more customers can have an access to a device which seems inaccessible. In retail category full of hardware devices, a device like Echo and a service like Alexa could potentially disrupt the entire market when it comes to home automation. The locus here is again small groups, as it was developed by Amazon Labs 127 and internally tested a lot. Amazon Labs 127 often is also works with the top management closely. So the top management and the Amazon Labs is involved in extensive development of this technology.